From burning the old and sick alive to impaling tens of thousands of enemy soldiers, earning his fearsome nickname Vlad the Impaler's bloodlust and cruelty was said to have inspired the most famous vampire of literature. But how much of him is in Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Was the little chocolatey marshmallow in my Count Chocula cereal.
I think outside of somebody like a character like Santa Claus, you'd be hard-pressed to see one that's been as commercially and regularly exploited as Dracula.
Which is why we've come here, to this castle, high on a cliff, in the middle of the Carpathian Mountains.
All right, let's go up. We have 4 floors and 57 rooms. You are now inside the most popular and famous tourist attraction in Romania, Bran Castle, better known in the whole world as Dracula Castle.
Count Dracula, as we know him, is loosely based on the legend of Vlad Dracula, better known as Vlad the Impaler, the notorious ruler of this region in the 1400s, known for his violent and torturous methods of suppressing dissidents.
When it comes to Dracula, he was a real person, a real historical character, and this castle was a castle which was built and used by the local kings as a military castle, including Dracula family.
Vlad Dracula was a horrible, horrible human being. Being a vampire would be an improvement in life over what he was.
But it was 400 years later when Irish author Bram Stoker penned the iconic 1897 novel Dracula that the legend of Dracula the vampire was born.
The meaning of the name Dracula is actually the devil's son.
This being Dracula's castle, it comes with all the blood-curdling creepiness you might expect. But still, tourists flock to this place.
Last year, we had 1 million tourists.
In some ways, Dracula is Transylvania's main export.
I think you'd have to go like on the level of a Star Wars to look at how big Dracula would be as a total brand. It's probably worth in the billions.
Some companies even offer Dracula-themed tours for around $1,400 a person. At the base of the castle is the town of Bran, population around 5,100, but it's become known around the world as Dracula City. Everywhere you look, there's Dracula. Dracula mugs, Dracula wine.
They say it's Merlot. I'm saying it's blood.
Dracula shirts.
BVF, best vampire friend.
Areas like that are like a Disneyland for Dracula.
Now, while you still can.
This Dracula-themed haunted house right in the middle of town,
Here goes nothing.
a tribute to all things that go bump in the night. I love a good haunted house. Janis Selinsky is the owner of this ghoulish tourist attraction. He's lived here in Transylvania for more than 10 years.
So when you came here, how much of this Dracula village was here?
There was nothing here.
Nothing was here.
You might call Janis the godfather of Dracula City. In addition to his haunted house, he owns a fully immersive 5D movieplex and the largest restaurant in town.
You have resurrected Dracula.
In some ways, I was the first one who was promoting Dracula here, yes.
Well, has he ever thanked you for this?
Not yet.
I don't think I'd like to know.
No, I wouldn't mind if we'll be protected in some way with the garlic chain.
With some garlic.
Which reminds me,
We need garlic.
if I'm going to survive the night here, I'll need some of my own.
Garlic. Let's get a lot. Garlic here.
That's just one way to defeat Dracula. Another, a wooden stake.
I wonder if this will kill Dracula. This'll work.
That's a pencil.
I'm calling that a stake. Okay, you've saved my life.
As evening falls over Transylvania, we head to our quarters for the night.
So now we're going from Dracula's castle up the mountain to what you might call Dracula's townhouse. And it shows just how widespread the Dracula business is. The house of Dracula. I've got my garlic. I've got my steak. I'm going to survive this night.
At this Dracula-themed hotel, we enjoy some dinner.
Dinner in the torture chamber. Why do I feel I'm being led to my doom? Oh, I haven't seen a rack since who knows when. On the menu tonight? This is very nice. They put some garlic on the table for you.
Although Count Dracula and Vlad the Impaler share a name and both lived in towering castle in Eastern Europe and had a taste for blood, there are significant differences between them. Stoker's Dracula resides in Transylvania while Vlad the Impaler never lived there. He was born in and ruled over the region of Wallachia, which was one of 3 principalities that made up Romania at the time. And as terrifying as Vlad the Impaler was, there's no hard evidence to suggest that he actually drank blood. Of course, 15th century pamphlet with the title Blood Drinking Dracula may certainly help enforce that belief. We'll never know. Clearly though, tales of Vlad the Impaler have been soaked in blood for some 500 years, and while it may be difficult to distinguish fact from fiction about the real Dracula at this point, there's enough evidence to know that Vlad committed some of the most chilling atrocities of his era. For more, subscribe and hit the bell.